Welcome back to Dragon Age The Veilguard. Today we are in Dogtown. We're gonna do a mission with Neve. We're gonna switch up our party here. I'm playing these episodes back to back right now, so I just teleported here and then started the episode. In case you're wondering why we're in a different location by the end of the last episode. But yeah, we're gonna go Neve and then we'll go Laconis. Just because that's a fun little party to go with. Alright. Let's see what Nev's up to.
You had me followed. Inquired about me.
I needed to be sure. The Knight Commander.
Lanos is playing for the other side, so Tarquin's probably dirty too. After all the shit we've been through, I thought I'd earn some trust.
I did it to protect the Shadow Dragons and the cause.
Ooh.
Yeah, you protected them. Happy now?
Ooh, Codex. Nev's case note, the Viper. More new faces in Dogtown looking for work. They say they're refugees from the front, but the scars tell a different story. The shutdown of the textile mill north of Azrael was all over the broadsheets. Story says sold to new owners, but word on the street is that it's another successful slave rebellion. In just the past year, the South Notion shipyard, the caravan moving slaves to Venitas, the mines and the 100 pillars, perhaps more if they kept it quiet. If you know who to ask and you ask about the rebellions, you'll hear about the Viper. They say he arrives, helps the slaves, finds them new lives, and disappears. I like the sound of it. Slave rebellions used to get put down easy. Something changed. It's just this mysterious Viper, or is there something else going on here? The plot thickens. What do you got to say?
Everything okay?
Everything is fine.
Absolutely. I'm not in the pocket of some magister, and now he knows for sure.
You would have done the same, to be sure.
Or maybe I just trusted you. Like a fool. High bloods. You just can't help what you think about the rest of us, can you?
All right.
I shouldn't have said that.
What's going on, bro? High bloods.
High bloods. Is he?
Altus Mage, born and bred. Literally, bred in his case.
Literally bred.
You don't know about that? The Altus love their bloodlines, trying to breed the perfect mage.
You're saying he's another magister?
Nah, not my story to tell.
Do you want to... That was tense.
I got a little tense.
You could say that again. Everyone's on edge with all the city's troubles. The worst part? He's probably right. I would have investigated me too. You just can't trust them in Rathus Templar. Not right now.
Viper put the cause first. So why be a Templar?
So why even be a Templar?
I used to be a soldier. Being a Templar's not far off. Joining the military is one of the ways you get respect, as Soparati.
That's someone who's not a mage, right?
Means sleeper in Old Tavine. Not a mage. Sorry for your shit hand. Now you get to die in the endless war against the Canary. All the men in my family are military. My father, well, he made it clear that if I wanted to live as a man, I'd have to be a soldier.
That sounds tough. Now being a soldier, a Templar.
You ever stick to something because change is too hard?
Because we can't fight on all fronts. I get it.
Templars know you're here?
You're a shadow dragon. Aren't the other Templars suspicious?
Most of them don't notice me, or what I do.
What do you do?
I organise the documents in the archives downtown, in the cellar.
That sounds unpleasant.
That doesn't sound very rewarding.
You think? Crumbling walls, no sunlight, rats. The cellar's where they store things they don't want to deal with. Difficult ideas, difficult people.
So you joined the Shadow Dragons.
I never really fit anywhere else. Could never be what people wanted. That story's too common around here. The other shadows get it. No questions asked.
If I even put the cause first.
He was just putting the cause first.
I know. I shouldn't be so hard on him. It's fine. It'll be fine. In a couple of days, we'll be fighting over who said sorry better.
Duh.
Thanks for checking in, Rook. Keep safe out there.
Anytime, my guy, anytime. Codex. Ned's case notes, Tarkin. He met the man shadowing me named Tarquin. Got tired of his antics, hid, and doubled back to approach him from behind. If he was surprised, he'd hit it well. Said he wanted to know if I could be you trusted before he spoke to me. I pointed out that my trustworthiness aside, his methods gave me no reason to trust him, he conceded. He wanted to know if I had a lead on the red lyrium potions coming through the docks. He'd seen evidence of a cover-up in Templar reports and wanted to compare notes. Might be able to make real progress from this. Rana's heard of him, a soldier from Venice who quit the military and took a place with the Templars in Rathras. Keeps his head down, mostly deals with paperwork in the archives. Got the impression he isn't well liked by superiors. Explains the side job. Cool. More Codex. Mavris Tilani. Mavris Tilani was kicked from the Magistrate over a year ago for treason. Allegedly, her faction, the Lucarini, supported the movement to grant greater rights for non-mages and slaves. They went silent. Silent, but maybe not gone. Tilani may be working behind the scenes with allies still in Marathas. Dorian Pravis, another Lucarini founder, still has his magistrate seat. Could Tilani have taken the fall to keep Magistrate Pravis clean? The Vesperians, another high-born family, has ties to House Tilani. Cormac Vesperin is a traditionalist, but his youngest succeeded Urian Nihilus to become Imperial Divine. Lofty role, but he spoke in support of Lucarini, at least until their fall. And there's evidence that funding for the various slave rebellions may have come through members of the Dwarven Ambassadorate. Tilani's always had allies in the Ambassadorate. Is it her gold that's going to the rebellions? Questions. I have questions. What do you got to say?
That Venatori stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
Warden training taught me that when you spot a darkspawn, there's at least 20 more hiding nearby.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hey, Dorian.
I never thanked you for helping me with the first warden.
It was my pleasure. Nothing quite like needling authoritarian blowhards to give one such warm feelings.
Oh my god, Codex Galore. The Separati. Dorian, our next course of action should be to seek out influential Separati allies who've been denied political power. The merchant families, the longest-serving non-mage predators and magistrates, and the military, especially the military. Mages make up a fraction of our citizens. Treventer grinds to a halt without the Separati. If we can encourage them to stand together and fight, they could change everything. I will handle the merchants and the magistrates. I suggest you call upon Legatus, Charon Merkar when you next visit Ventus. I hear Merkar has privately expressed support for reform, but more importantly, he has the favor of the current Imperator. Where does the Imperator go? Treventer's military follows. Good luck, May. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. What's this? Candle Hop Study. Do I remember a time when Candle Hops didn't run messages to the city? Such remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace, and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cult. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me, or have they been more Candle Hops around lately? Ooh.
I'm just the assistant.
Oh my god, Codex entries for today. Sorry if you don't like me reading. Lorelei, the Shrouded Dragon Fence. I thought Lorelei might be from Ferelden from the way she called her assistant pup, and how she seems to be such a little bit more interested in news about herself than most people I've met up here. During the Fifth Blight, Taryn Logain sold people from the Daenerys lineage to Treventer slavers to fund his war. Lorelei was one of those people. She doesn't want to talk about what happened, but it sounds like she joined the Shadows after they've helped free her in a rebellion they supported. Lorelei wears a little wood carving of Daenerys of Vendhalla, or Venadal, Tree of the People. It's the one thing she kept from there. The slavers took everything else, from Harding's notes on the Shadow Dragons. Hey, that's from Dragon Age Origins.
I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori.
Alright. Let's see what we got to sell you here. I don't really have much for you, eh? Well, what do you got for me? You got a new thingy. Ooh, this kind of does a little bit better. Less stagger, but more damage. Attack my target deals plus 50% damage to that. That's not bad. Well, the nation 50% wider. It applies chilled. That's pretty good. Or did they apply frozen? That's also pretty good. Gains more vibration kills with duration abilities. That's not bad. What else you got? You got a memento, so we'll buy that. And we got some customization, which
Keep safe out there.
we'll do later. Alright. What do you got for me, boy?
Don't touch the treasure.
Don't touch it, but I want to touch the treasure. Okay.
There's treasure.
Let's get into this quest, shall we? Neve opens up on a trip to her home neighborhood of Docktown. Let's start the quest.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret, too, right here in Docktown.
You must miss home. I want the full tour. Docktown looks seedy. You must miss home.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too.
Hey.
All right, let's go.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get...
Act of contortion and song tonight at your humble lamplighter.
We'll take a paper. Thanks.
Best word in Dock.
The Minrathous Mirror. Drama in the Palace. Is the Archon keeping secrets? Questions arose when the Archon abruptly left the assembly, but those queries have since spiraled into baseless speculation. Several magisters reached out to assure my readers that the rumors of occult influence in the palace affairs are false.
Tell, right here.
This one quotes several magisters, several lies.
Alright.
How did you fall in with the shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished.
The Viper.
The shadows brought me in after that.
You'll read it here first.
One, please.
Dockside Discourse. Myth or man? Stories abound of the masked figure who watches over Manathras. While some question the so-called Viper's existence, or whatever he is, whether he is one man or many, increased sightings of the mysterious figure were reportedly throughout Docktown. Between a reign of demons and everyday wows, many welcome his presence.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's easy.
Another rebellion.
But you like us,
Here's
right?
what we know.
You're all right.
Hey.
One paper, thanks.
What happened?
The Morning Scroll. Hoping for the anti-slavery movement. Whispers of a successful rebellion in Marnus Pell have reached Manathar streets. In lights of distress, reports from all corners of the Emporium, the news bring a glimmer of hope for those continuing the fight in our
In
capital.
Marnus Pell.
I've got a
First-hand
contact
tell.
who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
I'm starting to think my good. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Neve. Alec.
Oh, if you say it's, thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
I'm here to meet you. Can I sell you a scam? Don't try it.
Rook. And try someone else.
Hey, I'll be fair with you. What about you, Neve?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate? Personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
Maybe a little.
I thought you'd be on opposite sides.
Nothing's that easy. They're a problem, and they keep worse problems away. Whether we're on the same side depends when you ask. But we've got more to see. Let's go.
All right.
If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the side.
Weekly Truth Story Idea List. Secrets research at the Circle, what they're covering up. New translation of the Catacombs tablets. How a former mistranslation had us looking the wrong way. Can Docktown's detectives speak to cats? Feline leads in major cases. Snake people among us. The Weekly Truth. Can you trust your neighbor, a loved one, even yourself? The Venatori's influence continues to reach further and higher than we even expected. Who else is under their sway? What more can they do? Our eyes are open. Draft for the Weekly Truth. A series of chalk symbols was found on rocks along the shoreline, along with the words, "The storm approaches." There is no sign of wreckage among the rocks, though this humble writer found a lantern of unusual make, but clearly meant for the prow of a boat. The tide has since stolen the message, but dear reader, we still must ask, was this a message from across the sea?
You've lived in Docktown your whole life.
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
Made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
I guess that works.
Until it doesn't.
Another codex. Heavy reading today. Minrathous, capital of the Imperium. The Minrathous I visited as a child was a place of wonder, a city steeped in magic and grand tradition. I remember how it felt to stand in the courtyard of the Archon's palace with the starry sky above the city, lights below, and there I was, suspended in that galaxy. Between silver and gold, Minrathous the capital, I was so proud. Years later, upon my return, I experienced the other side of Minrathous, Docktown's unmistakable scent of liquor and low tide. Street meat eaten by canals, smoky from charcoal and steaming in the damp air, stolen kisses in the ruddy lamplight of the cobbled swan, no stars that you could see through the dust and the rain. Instead, there was poverty and desperation, hands that reached for the coin I offered, the scrap of uneaten food, nothing to me and everything to them. I've lied to myself about it, made excuses for it, but I've known for a long time that Minrathous is not one city, but two. Excerpt letter from Magistrate Dorian Pavis to Varric Tethras. Ooh. A little bit of drama going on there, eh? I'm just gonna take that real quick. Alright, I cleared it all up for you guys.
The best cereal in Minrathous. The latest chapter is here.
We'll take one.
The Nightly Song. What secrets were in the painted box? Will our heroes find the truth, and do they truly want to? Read the next chapter of The Twisted Knife right here.
One of Belle's cereals.
Great. Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
Paper. Thanks.
The real news in...
The Imperium's secret. The makings of a scandalous love affair. Was that a prominent circle mage at the Silver Coin? The same circle mage known to frequent Docktown's more interesting betting rings? Ooh. And who was their mysterious friend? When I have answers, dear readers. Dear reader, you will too.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Lead the way. I always like some food.
Doing all right?
Huh? I'm good.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah. It's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
You're not alone there.
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt. Petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
I agree.
So you're ready for the worst?
No, but you're not surprised.
Whatever keeps you alive.
Today, it's Hal's fish. I live for Hal's fish.
Small wins?
Small wins.
Hey, small wins, baby. I like how she has a snake leg, you know? I want to know the story of that. Alright, quest complete. Neve caught up on Dogtown's news and met with her thread contact, Alec. He told Neve that there's been more inventory in Dogtown lately. If he learns anything more, Neve will hear about it. After enjoying her favorite fishy fry stand, Neve revealed that her jobs tend to go sideways, so she expects the worst and looks for small wins. And she got a level up on her trinket. So enemies have a negative 25% attach to all their resistance while frozen. That's pretty good. Okay. I don't believe there's any quests here yet, no. Alright, well, we have something going on here. Memento. Triumph we will not allow. A carefully sculpted copy of a dragon rising a moment of sacrifice. Matches gloating, and the soldiers are blindly following orders, inspired to both Venator and the Shadow Dragons through the opposition of reason. And Shadow Dragons. The violet haze, a knocking sound behind me, loud, quick, and urgent. Basil paused to steady his heart before he crossed the room and opened the door. Was that brief pause all it took? No one stood on the doorstep. No shadowy figure retreated through the foggy streets. An enchantment had been used to hide the visitor's steps. It was a good one. Basil sensed nothing. As far as he could tell, he was alone. Save for an envelope sealed with thick violet wax. A chill gripped Basil then, deeper than the Dogtown mist. He snatched up the letter and pulled back inside. There was no settling his heart now. He knew before he ripped open the envelope that what he'd find within. 3 small amethysts, polished and perfect. It can't be. It wasn't until after he held the gems in his hand that he noticed a stain on the envelope corner. Who sent the mysterious letter, and what does it contain? How have 3 small amethysts shaken our hero, and where is Ilvan? We'll have the latest chapter of Violet Haze next week from the Nightly Scroll. Below in Balara's handwriting, we've gotten so many clues. You can tell who it's from, right? You're assuming writers play fair. Ooh, shit. Okay. There's still more. Nah, it doesn't. Okay. Got to do that from time to time, I guess. All right. A little bit of a shorter one today. This is because, but when we do come back next time, we will be heading over to help Laconis and Treviso and prepare a funeral for his grandmother, it looks like. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, comment on what you think of Neve and her backstory building up. And you know what? If you really are interested, check out my channel. I have some other playthroughs up there right now. Hit that subscribe button while you're there. Let that bell notification go off to let you know when we are live or when we do upload another video. We are uploading these 5 p.m. Eastern Time every day until we've completed. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. And until next time, peace.